Hi dears, welcome to my channel. Today I am here with class 8 lesson 5, that is conservation of plants and animals. What is this conservation? How we have to conserve means what? Protect plants and animals. Why we have to protect these plants and animals? These all questions can be answered when you learn this lesson. Okay dears? Before that, what was the fourth lesson? It was combustion and flame. Do you remember? There I have asked you 3 questions. It is the time to answer these questions. First question was fuel to be heated to its dash for burning. Fuel has to be heated up to which extent for it to catch fire? It has to be heated up to ignition temperature to that extent it will not catch fire. After that only it will be started burning. Okay. Fire produced by the oil can be controlled by dash. If fire is happening with oil, it can be controlled by applying what? By water? No, it's not the answer. Answer is carbon dioxide. When we are applying carbon dioxide, it will be finished. Incomplete combustion of the fuel gives dash in atmosphere. When the fuel is ignited or combust incompletely, it will result in the release of carbon monoxide to the atmosphere. Okay. Now we are moving for the eighth lesson. For the fifth lesson, what is that? Conservation of plants and animals. We all know that we are humans. We are along with plants and animals around us, isn't it? These plants and animals are in a dangerous situation. Why? We have to know all these. Before that, we should know the population of our country is getting increased, right? So what will happen? Well, if we are getting populated more and more, we have to find space for living. Is the earth growing along with us? No, the earth is fixed. Means the space in the earth is fixed. So what happens? We have to live, no, everyone is having the mind to build a house. Their own house. Where they will build a house? If the population is more and more, they will find places from the forest area and they will cut the trees and all and they will settle down over there. Isn't it? There is only that way. So, we are saying that we are deforesting the place. What is deforestation? Cutting the trees and using the land for some other purpose. It can be for building houses. It can be for cultivating purpose. It can be for some other purposes. But we are cutting the forest and make the forest to a normal land. This is deforestation. Deforestation can be for many reasons. As I told you, it can be for making building houses and factories or some other things. And second thing, for cutting the trees and using it for making furnitures and all. Okay, it can be also for some other natural calamities may have caused, and like to say fire, forest fire may be caused, and or by that way also it may be lost. This for deforestation can be happened by many ways. But what you know, this deforestation results in a great damage in everything. When the forest is cut down to a large extent, what happens, you know, there are many consequences. It will affect many places. First one is in wildlife. The when deforestation is happened, wildlife will be affected. For example, we can say monkeys. Where do the monkeys live? Monkeys lives in trees. When the trees are cut down, where will the monkeys go? Their natural habitat will be lost. So they will come to our villages, and when they are coming to our village, we will say monkey is coming to our village. But they are so poor because their habitat has been lost. So they are coming to cities or villages and all. Wildlife, when they are coming to our village, will we allow them to be? We will tie them in a place, or we will shoot it and kill it. All these, so wildlife will be heavily affected. Their natural habitat or their natural home will be lost. Okay, that's the first one. Then second one, it will affect very badly to the environment. We all know that trees or the plants are the one which have the speciality for absorbing carbon dioxide and to release oxygen for photosynthesis. If the trees are not there, what will happen? This carbon dioxide amount will be increased. They will not be used up by plants or trees or anything more. So what will happen? The carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere will be increased, which results in global warming. All these will be caused because of the deforestation purpose. Moreover, what will happen? The trees or the mountains are the one which will help for the rainfall, because we all know that trees undergoes transpiration process. Transpiration is that water will be taken from the plants and which results in the rainfall. So when they are cut down, what will happen? This rainfall will be very less in amount. Moreover, what about the soil? The topsoil will be prevented by the roots of the trees. The fertility of the soil will be lost also because of deforestation. All these things will be caused as a chain one by one because of this deforestation. Third one, in village. As I told you, in the village, peoples are living, mostly they will depend on the cultivation more. There also, fertility of the soil will be lost because of the deforestation. The topsoil will be more fertile, and if there is no trees or plants for preserving the soil, it will be lost. So what will happen? It also will affect badly to the villages, and moreover, natural calamities will cause more in villages because of this reason. What about in cities? As I told you, in cities, pollution rate will be increased. There is nothing to avoid this pollution. Trees or plants or nothing is there, which also makes very bad situation for the cities and the earth overall. Not only that, to the total Mother Earth, our Mother Earth is crying because the trees have been cut down. It results in global warming, then less in rainfall. After a long time, when the rainfall is not there, desertification will be happening. Desertification will be means it will be like desert. Our green earth will be converted into desert. This is what happened for earth and for the next generation. For the next generation, what the thing is, if the plants or trees are there, the soil in the soil penetrating capacity will be more for the soil, which means water can be stored more. The groundwater level will be more. But when the trees and plants are cut down, the groundwater level will be lessened, and which makes that the amount of water, good water, in the earth will be lessened, and in the next generation it will be very difficult for us to get water. Even like fuel, we have to pay much more money, like that for water also we have to pay thousands of rupees. For the next generation it will be a big question mark, isn't it? That not only that, many wild animals, many wild creatures will be going to be finished, means it will be extinct. Now we are moving to see some important terms, that is biosphere, biodiversity and all. What is this biosphere? Biosphere is the place in the earth where the animals or plants exist and they supports life, is called biosphere. Okay. Then what is biodiversity? Biodiversity means these plants and animals, whether they are depending on one another, that is interdependence. Their existence, their interdependence and their dependence to environment is called what, ma? Biodiversity. We all know that animals depends on plants and plants are autotrophs, isn't it, ma? So the animals, herbivores are the primary consumers. They will eat grass, will be eaten by cow. The cow is it is a herbivore. When the tiger is capturing cow for its survival, we are saying it as carnivore and secondary consumers. Like that, they will depend on plants. And what will happen at the end when the animals are dead and decayed? These nutrients will be absorbed by what? By the plants again. So they are interrelationship. Not only that, they will depend on the environment also. So these all things are called what, ma? Biodiversity. Okay. So we are saying flora and fauna. It is a new term for you. What is this flora and fauna? The plants living in a particular area is called flora, and the animals in that particular area is called what, ma? Fauna. For protecting the plants and animals, government has taken many steps. Why they have taken these steps? Because of our human beings condition. Because the human being are the one, we are so selfish. To tell you openly, we are so selfish. We want to have all the good things from animals, isn't it? For that we are doing some illegal hunting called poaching. What is this poaching? Poaching means illegal hunting. For what? For taking some precious things from the animals. For example, from the elephant tusk or ivory. This tusk is very valuable thing. For that we are what we are doing? We are hunting elephant. For getting the feather from peacock, we are hunting and capturing this peacock. For getting this skin, the leather from tiger, we are doing what? We are capturing. We means not we, the human beings. So this poaching will be a great danger for what? Biodiversity. So if much more tigers are hunted, what will happen? The amount of tiger will be very less. So what will happen? One of the link of the food chain will be lost. Food chain is, you know about food chain, we need not explain what all these means. Food chain means autotrophs, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, then decomposers, like that it will be going. If tiger is much more hunted, what will happen? One day the tiger will not be existing. So what will happen? The food chain will be broken. It will be a big threat to the environment. So what the government has taken is, they have started sanctuaries and national parks for what? Protecting these animals. What are sanctuaries or national parks? Now we are moving further. Sanctuary is the area where they are giving protection. Government is giving protection for the animals to live in their natural habitat. There will be some area where tigers will be living, deers will be living. Tigers are allowed to kill deer, and the deer are allowed to eat grass. All these are allowed, but they will protect from whom? From human beings itself. Because from the hunting and all, they will be giving protection. They are called wildlife sanctuaries. Okay. Is there any difference between wildlife sanctuary and a zoo? Yes, there are much more difference. Zoo is actually an exhibition deers. It's an exhibition area. They are giving, they are allowing, they are putting animals in jail, I will say. Isn't it? Inside a particular place they have to be. And we are the people who will come and see them. Isn't it, ma? So, the zoo is, they have to survive in the artificial habitat. Is the natural habitat allowed over here? No. They are, for the lion, they will give meat. A lion is not allowed to what? For hunting. They will give meat to lions and they have to eat that meat itself, and they have to be inside their particular cage, isn't it? That is zoo. But wildlife sanctuaries are entirely different from that. Here, natural habitat will be provided for the animals. Did you get? What is national park? It is the park. Actually, means there they will conserve the biodiversity. Biodiversity will be conserved more in national park. Okay. There are Satpura National Park is the first national park. They will ask you questions based on that, and you have to learn. Then Biosphere Reserve. What is this Biosphere Reserve? There not only it is a large area, Kanna. It's a large area of forest where government has given protection for not only animals over there, animals, plants, ecosystem actually. Not only that, traditional life of tribals also will be protected over there. That means tribal, you may have heard there are many tribes in our country. Actually, as deforestation is causing more, these tribes are to say in a panic situation. There is no place for them to live. They don't know how to live in cities and villages. You may have seen films based on that, right? So this traditional life of tribals also will be conserved in what? Biosphere Reserve. They have saying an example that Panchmiri Biodiversity Reserve is the place where that tribals also is given protection and they are able to live there in their natural habitat. So we can say in Biosphere Reserve, not only the biodiversity but also the culture is reserved. culture also can be reserved in this biosphere reserve. Okay, dears. For these, the government have taken steps for protecting and conserving plants and animals. These are the steps they are taken by the government. Now we understood the importance of conserving plants and animals, isn't it? Actually, their ecosystem has to be balanced. What is this ecosystem, Kana? Ecosystem consists of plants, animals of a particular area, along with that microorganisms and also non-living components like climatic condition, weather condition, river. All these will be consist of what? Ecosystem. If the ecosystem is balanced, everything will be balanced. If the ecosystem is unbalanced or imbalanced, problem will be happening, isn't it, ma'am? So many species had been in some stages is now not there. We are saying that as extinct species. Extinct species means due to their loss of natural habitat, these species or these kinds of animals or plants is not existing. For example, dodo, Tasmanian tiger, all these are examples. We can say dinosaurs. Once it was there, but now it's not there. They are said to be extinct species. Okay, dears? Then we are is only now everything is good and safe? No, we can't say that because now also many species are going to be extinct. That means their number is very less. Well, now we can say within 5 years or within 10 years these animals will be in stories. In that manner it will be. They are called endangered species. They are in danger. We are saying it as endangered species because of the loss of habitat or because their number has been lessened to very less level, so that within 10 or within 20 or within 50 years these species will be coming to an end. They are called endangered species. We can say Bengal tiger is an example, panda, Asiatic elephant, all these are examples for this endangered species. Okay. Then another term is endemic species. What is this endemic species? Extinct we have understood. Endangered we have understood. They are endangered, so we can say it as endangered species. Extinct species has been seen, and endemic species has to be seen. What is this endemic species? A species which will be living in a particular area are called endemic species. We are not endemic. To say human are not endemic, we can be seen anywhere and everywhere, isn't it? In a Himalayan top or in any mountain top also we can see. We can be seen in desert places, or to say in even cold regions also man can be seen. But there are some species, Kana, they will be seen only in a particular area. They are called endemic species. There only they will undergo interbreeding, or the population, or they will reproduce only in that particular area. When they are brought to some other area, they will die soon. They are endemic species. Examples are Asiatic lion, lemur of Madagascar. All these are the examples of this endemic species. Okay, now we understood about the species, whether they are going to die or they have died, like that we have seen, isn't it, ma? So there we have to kept it in a safe place. So first we should have an alert what all the animals are endangered. We should have a knowledge about it, no? So internationally a book has been developed. We are saying it as Red Data book. It is a source book which contains the name of this endangered species and specialities of this endangered species and where it will be found and what all things it will eat. All the specialities of this endangered species and how many number, what is the number, total number now, like that they have given all the information of this endangered species in that Red Data book. Okay, a source book which contain the detail of the endangered species is called what, ma? Red Data book. Why they are saying red? Red means what? Danger. So these animals or plants or any species which is seen inside this book are in danger. For that they are given as a red, and they are saying also Red Data book. Okay. Now I think you are able to understand how in which pandemic situation we are in, isn't it? Our wild animals or wild creatures, and we are able to understand. Then there are many birds or many animals or birds more to say they will migrate. What is this migration? Today I am living in some place to say India. After 1 year I will go to UAE, isn't it? UAE. Why? Because to say my money is a big problem. You will say no. I'm not able to live because money is a big problem. I'm not getting enough money. So if I'm going to UAE to say Dubai or Sharjah or some work places, I'll be able to live, sustain. So what? So because of some situations, I am moving. We are saying it as migration. In the same manner, animals or birds also will shift the places. Seasonal movement of the animals or birds are called what, ma? Migration. Why they are moving? Because of some particular situations. Money is not a matter for them. What is the matter for them? Cold, chillness. And the second one is their reproduction. We have already know that, no? Because when the bird is laying egg, it has to be kept warm for some time. After that, it will be able to hatch the egg, isn't it? If that bird is living in extreme cold condition, whatever warmth the bird is giving, the egg will not be hatched. So what happened? The birds will shift from one place to another for what? For the reproduction purpose. And the second thing is extreme climatic condition, they will not be able to survive for that purpose also. And the third one is important one is food also. If the food is not available in a particular area, they will migrate to some other place. Because of these three reasons, they will migrate. This migration will be happening, especially birds, because birds can fly more and the animals can only run. Or we can say fishes also. A dolphin or whales, all these they will migrate quickly. They can migrate in water, isn't it, ma? Migration. Example, we can say flamingo. Then Arctic fern. All these are the examples of the birds who will migrate. These birds will migrate from place to place. Okay, this is called seasonal movement. Now you are able to understand the importance of this. What is the way which we are able to solve this situation? As a human, can we solve the situation? Yes, we can solve the situation by doing many things. First one is recycling of paper. Why, ma'am, paper you are saying now? For up to this section, we have not said any word about paper, but quickly you are saying something about paper. Why I am saying is, paper is made of what, ma? Wood pulp. From trees they are made. You all know it. As you are in 8th standard, you have a good knowledge about it. From wood pulp, the papers are made. For making 1 ton of papers, to say 25 to 30 trees are cut. Okay, so it is a big issue, right? For the papers itself, if you are cutting the trees, if we are limiting the amount of paper, we can save to a little extra. As a students, you can able to save trees, isn't it? Triple R is the way. It's not a film, da. Triple R, recycle, reuse, reduce. Order is changed. Reduce, reuse and recycle, isn't it? Reduce, reuse and recycle you have to do for the paper. Okay. To say if the water is split in the floor, quickly what will you do? You will tear paper from your book and then you will wipe it. You should not do it. Should not do. Take the cloth and do. Cloth can be reused, but if we are doing with the paper, we will have to put it in as a litter. Okay. So by this way, as students, you can do some ways for doing this, for removing the deforestation. Then the second important thing is reforestation. What is that? Reforestation means we are making forest again by sapling plants. By sapling plants and all, we can make the forest. Now it is a plant or now it is a small plant, but later on when you have grown up, when you have become engineers, doctors, and all these, when you have become, this small plant has been grown into big tree, isn't it? So, recycling, no, what way I have said, reforestation has to be applied. Then, have you heard about this Chipko movement? Have you heard? It is not in your textbook, just I am saying. Chipko movement is a movement which has been led in 1970s in Uttarakhand. What did they do is they hugged the plant, hugged the trees, and they said, if you want to cut the tree, first cut me. First, you have to cut me, then only you are able to touch the trees, like that. So, which means they have been, and in that level itself, they had that much awareness about the trees and all. Now also we have to move in that spirit, isn't it? We have to move, and we have to go in such a way that no trees should be cut. You have to cut a tree, at least you have to plant 5 plants, which will grow into tree. Afforestation, we will say. Okay. Then we have to go for a new thing, that is Vana Mahotsav. Have you heard about that word, Vana Mahotsav? One Mahotsav from July 1st to July 7th, or 1 week. Some programs has been conducted, will be conducting also in some schools. They will give awareness for the children for sapling small plants, which will become tree later on. Okay, this Vana Mahotsav, all these are some informations which they are giving you or imbibing you that trees are treasures. Plants are treasures. Ecosystem is a treasure, and you should not misuse it at any time. Okay, I am winding the class. It's question time. Dear, it's a question time. The place where animals are protected in their natural habitat is dash. Okay? The place where animals are protected in their natural habitat is called dash, is the question. Second one, migratory birds fly to faraway places because of dash changes. Some changes are happening in the environment. What is the change? Okay. Third one, species found only in a particular area is called dash species. Okay. These are the 3 questions. Answer this question. Thank you for watching.